Well, tell me why you love basketball.
I love the competitive side of the game. Grew up with a bunch of friends and family that competed all the time, and we play all types of sports. And I'm not very good at other sports, but being tall and long, I'm able to play basketball well, and that helps a lot if you can do something well. That sort of helps you love doing something.
Tell me about the Butler culture. What's the Butler way? What's it mean?
For me, it means that you have a lot of accountability for yourself, and that means that you're doing things that you should be doing, and then you're not selfish, and you're not going to take away from your teammates. And there's a lot that is encompassed within that, but if you're doing your job and our coaches communicate to that what they think our job is, or just being out or going out and doing your job as far as working, lifting hard. Making sure that whatever you're supposed to do, you're doing it pretty well. There's values that are within that, and those are the values that we teach in the system.
What's a great teammate?
A great teammate is someone who is not selfish, and is willing to make you better, and is thinking about how they can make you better, or how they can make something easier for you. Maybe it's not as far as just getting you the ball in a spot where you can score better, or making a crisp pass instead of throwing it at your feet, and that they care about doing those things. And also a great teammate is going to do their work. They're going to make sure they're in the gym working hard, and so that they're going to make sure that they're doing what they need to do to be the best player they can be. That's going to help you be a better player as well.
How are you a great teammate?
I just make sure that I'm trying to, put people in the right position. If my job's a screen, I'm going to screen well. If my job's to, hedge an on-ball, try to hedge it as best as I can. And I don't want to be the reason why someone scored on our team. And, those are the type of things that I think about, and I think that's what makes me a good teammate.
Where'd you learn to be a great teammate? Because you've been that for years.
I think it starts at home. It's hard not to be a good teammate when you have 9 other people that are trying to take things away from you, as far as your brothers and sisters. And you got to share a little bit. And also throughout the years, I played with great teammates in high school, in AAU, and then now here. That value, the value is valued, as far, if that makes sense, as far as being a good teammate and doing those things that you need to do to be a good teammate. That's been consistent through every team and the players that I've played with on all of those teams.
When are you going to start shooting threes?
As soon as I can shoot them as well as Ryan Sterling. And that's the way I look at it. I feel like I'm getting closer. But we need to have some kind of competition so that I can be more confident about that, and so I can start shooting next year.
Tell me about March. What happened in March that was great for you?
I think we really started to come together even more. Obviously, we were on a roll at that point, and we, as odd as it is for other people to understand this, we're finding ways to win. And there were games where we were down 4 minutes ago, and the team was able to come together and win those games. And I think there is something to that, and also just the way we guarded. Guys really were making great plays and making sure they were doing their job on every possession, and to be able to hold the teams that we did under 60 points, and obviously that was the key, to make sure that we were holding teams to that point. Just to be able to do that and come together as a team and make what happened happen. It was a lot of fun.
How do you repeat that?
It starts right now in the preseason. You have to start doing the little things. Unfortunately, last year we started a little bit too late as far as getting off to a good start. But we started to do the things that we did as the season rolled on, as far as making sure we were doing our job every time on defense. And there were a lot of times early in the season where we gave up 70, 80 points. And it's just way too much to win games. So, it starts now. We got to start with the right mindset. making sure we're playing good defense and doing the things that we need to do within our system.
What's the key, because you're an academic All-American, a first-team academic All-American, what's the key to succeeding on the court and succeeding in the classroom?
I think they give us plenty of time. When we practice early in the morning, we're done by 8 o'clock. Maybe we'll have a lift, but there's time to do that. And so it's essentially it's discipline and a want to. And if you really want to succeed in the classroom, you're going to put forth the time. Unless you have 25 hours of classes, you're gonna have time to study, and you're gonna have time to get your work done. And I've always been able to. And if it doesn't bother you, the grades are bad, then you're probably not gonna succeed all that well. But if you really want to, I think that you can find it within yourself to get it done.
You're an ambassador for this program and a leader on this team, and you're a senior. As you as you host recruits, or as people come through and you interact with them, what do you tell them about this program to try to get them to come be a part of the Butler Way?
Well, I think one of the things that they're going to know is that they're going to be able to succeed in this program, and they're going to be in a good system. That's what's taught to them by the coaches. That's what's told, and they're constantly preach that at every location. What I try to always illustrate is the type of guys they're going to be playing with, the type of teammates that they're going to play with, and the type of culture that's here. And I always try to illustrate that my selling point and my favorite thing about Butler was the people and the teammates, and that I knew that they really cared about each other. And that makes a huge difference, I think, in the program and how guys' attitudes are moving forward throughout the season, throughout your workouts. If you're around a culture like that, and you're around guys that really care about each other and how they're going to be able to succeed, then I think it's inevitable that you're going to be successful.
What's the key to playing great defense?
It really starts with. I think it starts with the fundamental values that they teach us of defense. If you stay down, obviously if you're as slow as I am, you're going to struggle guarding certain people. But maybe that means you take a step back and try to use your length. There's little things that you can do, but also it really is in a team setting. It's about covering for each other, and we had a guy last year, Willie Beasley, did it better than anybody else. That would guard his man, and at the same time he was aware of what was going on everywhere on the floor and was able to help people and just be in a spot that would distract a shooter, swiping at him, or would distract someone from making a pass. And those split second situations where he would change plays, that's the key. I mean, if you have guys that are aware of what's going on and are ready to help each other, you can have a great team defense. And I mean, you watch the Celtics play; they do a great job of that as well.
What are you going to do after school, after you graduate?
I want to keep playing. If that means it's overseas, so be it. I want to at least give it a try, make sure that if it is for me, it is. If it's not, then it's not. But I want to give it a try and just see where it takes me. But if not, I've really enjoyed my 2 internships this summer. I did one in consulting, and so I may think about that to start out, doing some consulting, and then eventually I'd like to be a financial advisor. That's my ultimate career goal.
Really? What made you pick that?
My first internship this summer. I've always loved investments and just the. I don't think I love the uncertainty that comes with it, but it is a little bit of a challenge, and it's interesting to really review companies and see what's going on, who's strong, why are they strong, why should you invest. That's really interesting to me, and my first internship this summer in Merrill Lynch really made me want to do it even more. The guys I worked with were great. They had a great model. I really learned a lot with them, and I think it would be something that I would enjoy in the future.